do you think will have a breakout season for the Kings this year? And I'll give you the poll result that the poll that I put on the page was on YouTube was Davion, Kevin Herter, Malik Monk, and Domantas Sabonis. I didn't include De'Aaron Fox. I just included those four. If you have another player you want to throw in there, but I'd be curious who you think that could be.
So my instant reaction, honestly, is the guy that you didn't include, De'Aaron. And I know you and James were discussing initially, and it's just because De'Aaron's going to take you as far as you're possibly going to go. And if he breaks out, the big thing for me is I think De'Aaron Fox finally has a legitimate chance to be the leader and leading scorer on a winning basketball team. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to accomplish that, but that's what they're setting themselves up as. And if De'Aaron can get there, then in my opinion, he's an all-star in the Western Conference if the team is winning and he's putting up the numbers that we expect him to put up. But out of that list of guys, I want to say Davion Mitchell because of what we saw at the end of last season, but my conversation on yesterday's podcast, which is the one about Malik Monk winning Rookie of the Year, I had Andy Kamenetsky, who's a journalist who covers the Los Angeles Lakers. He's the host of the Locked On Lakers podcast, and we discussed Malik's ability off the bench, and Andy believes that that's where Malik would be best served for the Sacramento Kings, is a bench role where he can come in and just be a immediate instant offense scorer and a guy who can fill it up, and that would be his primary option. And we know that offense and points scored and those kind of numbers are usually the nod that you get when you're talking about Rookie of the Year or when you're gaining attention. It's because you're an offensive spark plug. So I think Malik Monk, if he did come off the bench, could have a really good chance at being a leading scorer on the Kings team, maybe top 4 in offense, just because that's his primary role with that second unit.